Hi everyone, and welcome to video number 5. And this video is about how to write your ad. So for most platforms, you need to write an ad, and this can be tricky as you need something to grab your students' attention. So in this video, I want to discuss how you can write a compelling ad when you're just a beginner. So the first step is to pick up a pen and a paper and write down every skill that you have that you think would be useful in your area as a teacher, in your field. So this can include anything from your ability to turn complex topics into simple and understandable phrases, or your knack for making mnemonics. Write it down and go over it a few times and pick the ones that are super useful for every tutor in your field. I also advise my students to categorize their similar skills, and that makes it easier for them when they're writing the actual ad. Moving on to step 2 is where you have to draft your ad, and it's basically the main paragraph for the whole ad is why you love teaching or why you want to teach that specific subject. So you have to write a short paragraph about why you love teaching the specific subject and what you have done in your life that proves that you like this subject, or what you have done that gives you enough experience for you to share and teach this subject. For example, I give you an example. I like maths because it takes advantage of my problem-solving skills. And when I was 16 years old, for example, I became first in a math competition. And now I want to teach it to those who are on their educational paths to their dream jobs or to their dream degrees. So this is an example of what a short paragraph about why, for example, I love teaching maths. A good ad always requires you to show people what qualifications and experiences you have that enables you to teach. So you can't teach people how to make sushi if you've never cooked in your life, for example. So take some time and basically think about all the things that you have done that helps you teach and pass on the knowledge and basically pass on the torch to a future generation or to a student. And whilst you do that, I suggest you make a list that shows what you're made of and what are your qualifications and experiences, and even skills that enables you to teach, for example, maths, and enables you to love teaching math. This is very important. Moving on to step number 3, and step number 3 is all about paragraphing. So I want you to take all this information that you have, your skills, why you love teaching, what kind of a person you are, and I wanted to put it in a nice piece of writing that allows people to read and say to themselves, oh, well, this guy or this girl really knows his stuff. And they will be able to teach how to master whatever I'm learning. So when writing the ad, I personally divide my writing into 3 sections. Three main sections and then a last subsection. So section 1 or paragraph 1 is all about who you are and what you teach. So this is the subject you're teaching, your methods, basically what qualifications you have, and all that sort of thing. And then paragraph 2 is why you teach these subjects and what experiences and qualifications you have. So, for example, I teach maths because I have a degree from, Oxford in mathematics. So, that enables me to teach it because I love it as well. And then paragraph 3 is all about your uniqueness as a teacher. And this can be anything from your methods to your affordable prices to even the speed in which you respond to a request to your ad. So it's all about just go over in your head about all the things that make you unique as a teacher. Then finally, as I mentioned, there's a last paragraph, the sub-paragraph, where in paragraph 4, it's the conclusion paragraph. And this is where you end the whole ad with a positive note or a positive quote you believe in for someone famous or even maybe even a teacher that wants you, your own personal teacher. And for example, you can say, or you can say I'm looking forward in helping you on your educational journey or your educational path. So this is something that I would like to that I normally say. And the final step, which is the step number 4, is always reread your ad a few times to check you have used good grammar. This is very important, because if you don't use good grammar, then you would just sound unprofessional, and that's not going to help you attract any new students. Also, another tip I can give is ask family and friends for their opinion. This is very important. Ask them for your final opinion. See if if they were a student, will they be engaged from this ad? Will they come to you and request a lesson or a trial lesson or whatever? And do a final read through before posting your ad. So go through your ad with your family members, read through it, and then once you're sure, 100% sure, even after a few days or maybe a week, then post your ad. So this is basically the formula or the process I go through in order to write an ad for a subject that I'm teaching, regardless of the tutoring platform. So I just have some top tips that I want to give out to anyone at this step of their career. So always avoid using negative language. Always use a positive tone in your writing. No one wants a negative tutor, so that's very important. Write about 50 to 100 words, so don't make it too short, don't make it too long. If it's too short, then it's just unprofessional, and if it's too long, then people won't bother reading it. So that's very important as well. Make the ad to the point, so just talk about why and what you want to teach and what makes you unique and everything. So don't go beat around the bush. That's very important. Always make the ad to the point. Emphasize on the points that make you that basically make you a unique teacher, that make you. So that's very important. And that makes you a tutor in 1 in a million. If there's a skill, a profession or whatever, it makes you 1 in a million, then emphasize on it. Last but not least, and definitely not least, it's be honest. Lies never work out well. They always get uncovered. So don't lie on your ad. Don't lie to your students. Don't lie to anyone. Don't be honest once you're doing, because if you can't teach something, then that's really bad. And not only you'll sound unprofessional and they can write bad reviews, but regardless of that, you make yourself look like a fool. So don't always be honest. Don't lie. Now, I encourage you to do a draft of your own personal ad, work through it, make a list of all the things that you need, all your skills, everything I mentioned in this video. And basically, once you've done a draft, give it to family members to read it. And it's even if you don't want to start teaching right now, it's good to get started on your ad as soon as possible. So really write the ad. I hope this video was useful, and good luck. So thank you.